Yes, 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 yes. Hello? Ole, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good evening.
Yes. What's going on, bro? I didn't know I
Yes.
muted my mic. What's going on, bro?
Oh, okay. Ah,
What's
heat
up, bro?
is going
Heat,
on.
heat everywhere. Robbie,
Yes,
are
so
you there?
serious heat.
Yes, I am here. Good evening. Good to be here.
All right, it's heat all over there. I could see that Nigeria is boiling. Everybody's angry, and that is why we are coming
Yes.
up on this topic. Did Nigeria deserve to miss the World Cup? Kunle, let me go with you straight up. What do you think?
I would say that although I would want to do this out of sympathy for
All
my
right.
colleagues because I know that going to the World Cup would have meant a lot for people in the media. Yes, it would. Yes, because it did mean a lot because I mean it's every journalist's dream to cover major events and all. But when things are not in order
Yes.
within the establishment, you see it kind of just makes that dream of going to represent, going to cover such an event maybe a laughing stock because who knows if Nigeria went, who knows if we would have been embarrassed beyond recognition because look at the Cup of Nations, we couldn't even get to the semi-finals, which people were expecting that okay, semi-finals at least and then third place. So now imagine if it were to be the World Cup. The World Cup draw is presently going on right now. So
Yes.
I could imagine, yeah, the World Cup draw is going on presently. So I could imagine whoever Ghana is being pitted against. I don't know who it is, but we'll soon find out. I can imagine how we would have played based on this.
Hmm.
For me, Nigeria did not deserve to be at this World Cup because for quite a while now, the Nigeria national team simply does not play like a team that actually deserves to be in any major tournament.
Yeah.
You know, they end up people keep making this assumption that oh, we have talented players and all, but what's the point of having talent if everything is not going to show at the end of the if
Hmm.
everything is not going to show on the pitch at the end of the day? There's no basis for it because you can already almost predict that these people are going to mess up.
Hmm.
Even if they ended up qualifying, like I said, what are the guarantees that when they get to Qatar, things are going to change or things are going to be
Change.
different? Is it
Hmm.
is it with this NFF? Is it with this NFF board who have been with the current NFF board who have been nothing but a laughing stock?
Yeah.
We had the NFF president. If you I don't know if you saw that clip where he was boasting. He said something about the bilateral relations
Hmm.
between Nigeria and Qatar, that they need to be there. That they need to be there. That they need to be there. The sports minister came out before the match and said that that Nigeria is going to beat the S out of Ghana.
Ghana.
And I just began to wonder, like, is this the same Ghana you're underrating? So because
Hmm.
they don't seem to have, yeah, is it the same Ghana? So because maybe they don't seem to have, maybe maybe they don't seem to have the big players
Yes.
like before and all. That does not mean that Ghana is, you know, like as
Yeah.
if maybe you are putting Ghana on the level of like we were playing. Let me look for one country.
Um,
Like maybe we were playing Seychelles or Mauritius.
Yes.
Because the way when I was just looking at the way way people were bantering Nigeria, Ghana, giving out all those points to like be like, no, this Ghana does not have any chance, all because they crashed out of the group stage of AFCON. I said, AFCON is different. This is just a two-legged affair. It's a do or die. And at the end of the day, if you look at it, who played like something was at stake or they had
Ghana.
something to play for? Who played like there was actually something else? It was Ghana. Nigeria did
Absolutely.
not play. Look at the second leg. Look at the second half. Nigeria did not even show like as if they wanted to score a second goal. So I mean, when I was watching that second half, like I don't know. Sorry, this I know it will disappoint you, but that game was just reminding me about Manchester United and Atletico Madrid, the second leg. I know you are offended. Yes, I know you are offended. I know
Oh
you are
goodness.
offended. But you could see there was no urgency. They didn't, yeah, they didn't show. So tell me, and that's just the same case. People were saying like, "Oh, is this not the Atletico Madrid that Chelsea beat last year? Atletico Madrid don't have that. Manchester United have better collection of players." And is look, people always bring this thing like, "Oh, because you have the names." Having names is one thing. Executing it on the pitch is another thing. If you cannot execute it on the pitch, then
Hmm.
sorry, then you have no reason to brag. I'm sorry, you have no reason. Yes, that's why I just keep looking at people who just keep saying this thing about Manchester United. Oh, they have quality, they have quality. But if the quality that you claim cannot do the job, then what is the point of bragging? And that is the same. That is Nigeria's story. If you've looked at that, was practically the reason why Genotro was booted out. Why they
Hmm.
said he should go. Though some people now are saying, "Oh, he should have stayed. He should have stayed." That the timing of his sacking was wrong. But it was very clear that the team was not playing as they should have.
Absolutely.
They weren't playing as they should have. So that was why people were frustrated. You understand? So I don't see how a team of that, would say they want to be at the World Cup, because if they are going, it's going to be further embarrassment. And I think
Yeah.
it is good though, because in a way, because I think this thing will really make the NFF really reassess things. Because like I said earlier, they like to make mouth a lot, especially the president Amaju Pinnick. But
Hmm.
now that this has hit him, has hit the country, maybe now there will be serious self. Yes, there will be serious self-reflection, because the thing is this: even if Nigeria had qualified, even if they didn't qualify in the best fashion, you know, he will still brag about it and be like, "Oh, we've qualified," when it's not like as if we played the best football.
Hmm.
His own is just, let's just get to the World Cup, or then we'll now get there, we'll be embarrassed and all. But it will give him a rethink. He's up for re-election this year. NFF elections are coming, so maybe this is a time where there needs to be reflection, so that football in the country can change. There can be a reorientation, because things have not been going well with Nigerian football for years, and maybe this missing out on the World Cup for the first time in 16 years
Yeah.
is actually that time for that reassessment. Because when you are used to when you are used to doing something, oh, we'll go to the World Cup, you brag about it. But the day you don't go, it's just like if Manchester United now does not go for the Champions League,
Hmm.
it will give some reassessment. Like, it seems
Absolutely.
we are not doing properly. So I think it is also good that way. So yeah, it will make the people in the NFF, yeah, it will make the people in the NFF really sit down and reflect on things moving forward.
All right, Kunle, thank you very much. Let me hear from Robbie what he got to say. Is moving emotion that Nigeria deserve to be at the World Cup. Robbie, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Good evening,
I hope.
everyone. Good
Yeah,
evening to you, Kule.
yeah.
Good evening, Rob. Good evening, Robert.
Hey. Okay,
You
I'm
all
with you.
heard
I'm with you.
what? Yeah, you all heard what Kunle
Yeah.
said.
How's your
So,
end? How's your? I know you're a king, and I know you are enjoying that your end. You don't.
so go
Why,
for it,
why,
Robbie.
why are you doing this to me this evening? Well, okay. Before I actually go for it, I think I personally will be disappointed
Don't mind me.
if
Don't mind
Amadou
me.
Pinnick gets re-elected.
don't,
I personally will be disappointed if Amadou Pinnick gets re-elected as the president of the Nigerian Football Federation. That
Hmm.
being said, let me move back to the topic at hand. Uh, does Nigeria deserve not to be at the World Cup? Well, I would say the World Cup wouldn't be interesting if Nigeria isn't there, really.
Hmm.
Not because Nigeria will particularly go on to win the tournament. No, but you know we Nigerians, there is this flair that we carry with us anywhere we go. There is this atmosphere we create as a country. One, two, there's this atmosphere we create as we have our supporters in the stand supporting the national team. So I personally believe, I believe strongly that the World Cup will not be the same with Nigeria not being there. Because
Mm.
unlike other fans from other countries, the Nigerian way of supporting the national team is unique to Nigeria. We have our drummers, we have our trumpeters, we have people who donning different regalias, all in support of Nigeria at the Mondial. So I believe the world in a way, I believe the world in a sense would miss Nigeria not being at the World Cup. For the
Wow.
team, for the team as well, I think playing in the best leagues across Europe. I mean the English Premiership, the Spanish La Liga, the German Bundesliga, the French League One, and so on. Members of some national teams not seeing their Nigerian counterparts in a way or the other would also make the World Cup a boring event for them. Like I said, not particularly because Nigeria is coming to do something extraordinary, but I believe that at club level there are things that the Nigerian players offer at their club level. There are things they do differently that makes the dressing room a happy place for these players. So not seeing them at the World Cup would definitely that the fact that some of their teammates, club teammates, now playing at the national.
I think at the moment, the first drawn, that's Group B. We have England, Iran, USA, Trinidad and Tobago. I think so. I'll confirm later. Kunle, are you there?
Yes, boss.
Yeah, I think the first I've seen Group B, which comprises of
Okay.
England, Iran, USA, Trinidad and Tobago. For now, I think so. So it's
England
going
9 points.
9 points.
If Hurricane does not score a hat trick in each of those games, he has fumbled. Or that of
Actually,
the or it gives Hurricane an opportunity to be the top goal scorer of the
top goal
tournament.
scorer. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
it gives him an
that group is very very easy for
Trinidad
him.
and Tobago, Iran. Come on.
Yes, and Group A
Show,
says Qatar,
show that.
Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Wow, that's Group A. Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal. Senegal and Netherlands should qualify from that group. I think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Senegal,
Absolutely.
Netherlands, Ecuador, and Qatar. Qatar now 63 points. Everybody will collect that 3 points from them. So, Kule, if you want to
Yeah.
buttress your point,
Yeah.
so go for what this guy has said. That's I'm talking about Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie made mention about our NFF boss not to be re-elected. What do you see about that? Is that true? Do you go for that? That it should just leave it?
Well, the truth, I agree to what he said. Like, okay, maybe Phoenix should not be, because Nigerian football has been up and down under Pinnick.
Yeah.
What the man mostly does is just brag. He brags a lot, will make statements about this, but many of the things he says at the end of the day
Mm,
come out not to be true. Or he
mm,
doesn't do the things he makes promises on and all. So and that is why many people actually believe that he is the major cause of why Nigeria did not go to the World Cup, because you know, the NFF has a lot of influence on what happens in the Super Eagles, which should not be the case, because the Super Eagles coach is supposed to be totally independent, totally free from
yes.
any influence whatsoever. But when you have an NFF where they have players they want to impose on the coach and all of that, how do you want the team to perform at its optimum? So Definitely, yes, there are calls for Amaju that he must. They're even saying he should resign now, that he shouldn't even wait
Yes.
on the period of elections. But I'm sure, as you know, Nigeria is a country where we don't. Nigeria is a country that Nigeria doesn't have that culture of where you get to resign over poor performance and all of that. We don't do that.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, and though Pinnick is up for re-election this year, it's almost likely that he might be re-elected because you see what Pinnick has done since he came on board in is it 2014.
Mm-hmm.
He has built a very strong coalition. So, like, he has a very which make up the NFF Executive Council, and we're talking about people from different state federations, from the different geopolitical zones of Nigeria, from the southwest to the south to the northwest, northeast. He is like he has built allies. So Pinnick has a very, very strong force. And when you look at people who will come and say they want to contest against him, you look at it that there is really nobody that can say he wants to challenge Pinnick because he has very strong allies. Because
Wow.
yes, he already has strong allies who, if elections come, they are able to gather those votes that are needed for him. That was what happened at the last election in was it not 20 was it 2018 or 2020 now? I can't remember when they had the last election. Like, it was so glaring that Pinnick was going to win because he just had everything strategically well positioned for him. And I think that is the same thing he has done. Pinnick is a politician, believe me. He is, no, Pinnick is a politician, he's a strategist. No, look at him. While he has been NFF president, look at the way how he has made himself up to the CAF Executive Council. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
where he became one of the CAF vice presidents. Now he is in the FIFA Executive Council. You saw how he was able to form alliance with FIFA president Gianni Infantino, to the point
Yes.
that since Infantino became president of FIFA, Infantino has visited Nigeria at least up to like 3 times, if not more. You
Mm.
understand? So Pinnick already has things, that's what I'm saying. Pinnick is already strategically, he has things strategically positioned for him, both locally, continentally, and internationally. So nobody has that amount of clout that he has.
Yes.
So if he's going to be beaten, it is going to take a lot. But things are really working, things are really well positioned and working for him to get re-elected again. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to win election again, but that would be very bad for the
Yes.
sake of Nigerian football. But what can we do? The elections results are what will determine.
All right. Let me call on Robbie. Robbie,
Yeah,
yeah, is your background okay now?
yeah, sure, it
Yes.
is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. You're trying to make your point about Nigerian deserve to, to be at the World Cup. Yes, man. I think I remember you said because of the aura we are bringing in, the atmosphere we're going to create, within the
Yeah.
environment. So, if you want to look at it very critically, because you also raise a particular topic about the NFF boss, that it should resign at the, from his position. Do you think? Okay, now let me say this. My question goes thus. I'm going to say, apart from all the countries that are going to the World Cup, look at those. I think we have the easiest group. I'm talking about playing Ghana. They are not. We should not write them off. But if you look at that second leg in particular, we didn't bring anything to the table. Anything was, it was as if we're not ready. So now, what do you think? Actually, when you're saying, do we really deserve it? From your own point of view, do we really actually deserve it? From your own point of view, do we actually deserve to be at the World Cup?
Thank you for the question. sincerely from the depth of my heart, I don't think Nigeria deserves to be at the World Cup. And let
Hmm.
me take my point strategically. While I was
Okay.
serving at the FCT, that was in 2011, 2012. There was
Yes.
a qualifiers match. I think that was Africa an AFCON qualifier between Nigeria and Guinea at the national stadium. I'm not too sure which coach was at the end there. I think it was either Samson Siasia or it was Sunday Olise. The match,
Hmm.
going into that match, the objective of that match was clear and simple. Nigeria win that match and you are up to the group stage or you are up to the CAF itself. But now,
Yes.
you know what practically happened? When the game started, I saw so many things that day that I heard about them as a kid, and I never fathomed in my life that I was actually going to see those things with my own two eyes. So now the thing
Wow.
is, when that game started, the Guineans were playing as if they were actually the team at home. They were playing with so
Yes.
much confidence. They were playing with so much flair, and they scored against Nigeria. And as the game went on, Nigeria was able to find to get an equalizer. At halftime, the game ended 1-1.
Hmm.
Let me just go a little bit further. You believe that at halftime,
Yes.
what my own father told me as a kid, I witnessed that day, and what happened? Let's say Nigeria at the first I was playing from left to right on your screen. On the I don't know of this idea. I don't know how much they believe so much in it. Went to the left side of the field, which Nigeria was supposed to be scoring in the second half. And do you know what I witnessed? They
Yes.
were sprinkling water across the goal line into the net, and they called. I am telling you what I saw, and they called the ball jugglers that were entertaining the crowd at halftime that those ones should be kicking the ball into the empty net, trying to
Yes.
simulate that at second half Nigeria was going to overrun Guinea and so on and so forth. But
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that that match ended 2-2 draw. But do you know the irony of the fact? The irony of the fact was second half Nigeria actually scored first. And all Nigeria needed to do was to hold on to that lead. And they were at the AFCON. But Nigeria continued attacking till the Guineans equalized via a counter attack. That the referee had no choice
Yes.
but to give it as a goal because the goal was a very legit goal. And with that draw, with that 2 points drop, Nigeria missed out of the AFCON back then. Fortunate thing was the stadium was not as filled up as what we had last week because people really didn't turn out in numbers to come watch the game. I
Yes.
went because I wanted to have the personal experience of seeing the Nigerian national team in flesh play and having this feel of being in a stadium to experience what it is like to watch the national team play. Now,
Hmm.
back to our present reality.
Yes.
The thing about football is when a team is preparing for a tournament, you have a series of preparations that goes into it. One, the coaching crew comes up with a strategy. Okay, what are we playing? How are we going to play?
Yes.
How are we going to go about our plans and strategies for this game? The first leg has been played in Ghana, and the game ended 0-0. To some
Yeah.
extent, I would say both sides were lucky not to have considered a goal because Nigeria had at least one very good chance, while Ghana also tested the goalkeeper back then, but they were unsuccessful in scoring a goal. So now the strategy was simple. Super Eagles, how do you intend to get the victory, no
Yeah.
matter how?
Yes.
How what do you do? From the interview that we saw online, where a lady asked Coach Egravon what his strategy was going into the game. Unfortunately, Coach Egravon came out and said that, do you know, asking the presenter, do you know you know Pep Guardiola? The lady said yes, and he said, I like his style.
You're
I
breaking
like to
kind
mix
of
things up.
your
That was
network
all he
is
agreed to
breaking
win
up.
the second leg. I like to mix things up. Okay,
Oh, okay.
can you hear me now? Can you hear me very well now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the thing is, the thing is, you have the coaching crew come up with the strategy they are to use for a match. You inform the players of what the plan or the plans are for that particular match or
Mm,
any match a team is preparing for. Today, earlier in the day, I listened to the strategy of the Ghanaians coming to Nigeria in the second leg. Then in the first leg, they played the 4-3-3 formation, which served the team very well. And that their plan coming to Nigeria was to play a 3-5-2. But that
yes.
Otto Addo and the coaching crew decided that since the boys executed the 4-3-3 formation very well and successfully in the first leg, that they were going to stick to that formation going into the second leg. Ladies and gentlemen, that is strategy. That is a plan. And according to the report, that in the second leg, at half time of the second leg, that
Yeah.
when the player when the first 11 were in the dressing room, that the coaching crew also came out and said, okay, the away goal rule. But that the plan is that in case if things change the first
Mm,
15 minutes of the second half, that they will revert to a 3-5-2 where they will practically block off or load the midfield. In which Nigeria will have no other choice but
wow.
to be loading the ball story that really worked out for them and ultimately secured the World Cup ticket for them. Now, come down to Nigeria. What was the plan? We all your
We
guess
don't
is
have
as
any
good as
plan.
mine. There was practically no plan, not from the coaching crew, not from the players themselves on the field. And it was evident for everybody to see. Osimhen was more or less the only person that practically understood the gravity of what was on ground, that understood the task at hand. He was all over that field. The only place we did not see him was in the defense. But that guy practically marked his presence on every blade of grass on that field.
Yes.
So it begs the question:
Hmm.
what does national team do in preparation for their matches? What do they what do they what do they transmit to the players? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the team sheet for the match we have at hand. This is the formation we are playing. This is the strategy we are using. If we go 2 goals up, this is the strategy we revert to or we sustain. If we go a goal down, this is how we're changing things. If we go 2 goals down, this is how we're changing things. And in light of that, our plan B or plan C should help us get a foothold in the game if in the case of if we concede a goal for. These are things a national team, these are things a very serious footballing body puts
Hmm.
in place. But like I said, unfortunately, we did not see any of these things come to play. After Ekong scored that penalty,
Yeah.
he was celebrating as if that goal practically
Yes.
was the golden ticket to Qatar. He
Oh
was
my God.
celebrating. Somebody had to go drag him like, guy, the job is not done yet.
It's
The
not
job is
done
not
yet.
half done. He was celebrating. Other players were also celebrating. So just a few of them that knew, let us go get the ball from the Ghanaians.
Um.
In all of my posts, sorry, let me quickly round up. Hello, can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Quickly round up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me round up with this. At halftime, what did the coach tell the players? That is
Yeah.
one. Two, there was no point keeping a formation that had just a single striker on the field of play at halftime. A second striker should have been brought in at halftime, or two other strikers should have been brought in to assist Osimhen because Nigeria practically desperately needed a second goal. But unfortunately, the coach did not listen to the players. unfortunately, it did not happen. That is my take for now.
All right, Robbie. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm going to come back for you. I think there's so much noise coming from your side. Kunle, before we wrap up the show, Kunle, are you there, Kunle?
Yes,
Yes. All
yes,
right.
I am. Yes.
Okay. On the final note, do you think I'm going to ask you this? Like, what
Okay.
do you think? Where do we go from here? Let me put it that straight, like to you. Where do we go from here? Now the draw has finished. So let me read out.
Yeah.
I think do you have any draw there?
Uh.
I mean, the final one.
Yeah. I
I
have.
think I have Group A, which comprises of Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Do you have anyone there? You can
Yes.
say it out. Yeah, go ahead. Tell us.
Um. Okay. So what I have from what I have here. Yes. Group A is Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands.
Wow,
Group
beautiful.
B is England, Iran, the United States, Ukraine or Scotland or Wales. You know,
Yeah.
Ukraine and Scotland were supposed to play a playoff. We're supposed to play in a playoff, but because
Yes.
of the conflict happening in Ukraine, it has been postponed. So the winner of Ukraine or Scotland is supposed to play Wales. So
Wow.
still a bit of a long way. So either Ukraine, Scotland, or Wales will be in Group B, along with the
Okay.
United States, Iran, and England. Then in Group C, we have Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. In
Okay.
Group
Yes.
D,
In Group D,
it's
yes. I lost you there, Kunle. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I lost you there again. Um, I think on group, um, I can't hear you right now. I can't hear you. Okay. I think in group D we have France, United Emirates, slash Australia or Peru. Anyone that goes in that one will know that. And with Denmark and Tunisia. Tunisia in Group D. Tunisia in Group D will be facing France. I think it's so easy. It will be very, very easy for France there. We never can tell in the World Cup. Anything can happen. And also on Group C is also complete. We have Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Also, okay, that's what okay. I have in Group G, we have Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. My neighbor, my neighbor. Yes, 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 yes. My neighbor, Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. I think Cameroon should be able to pull out some surprises there. Let me look at Robbie whether he's still there. Robbie, are you still there? I lost Kunle
Yes,
there.
I am here. I am.
Yeah,
I am here with
yeah,
you. I'm
yeah.
here
I'm
with
trying
you.
to read out the draw what we have so far. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. I'm with
yeah,
you. I'm actually. I'm also seeing it right here.
yes. I'm seeing Group H: Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, Korea. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that Ghana in danger zone. No doubt
that that
about it.
that that is
Ah,
the group Nigeria would have practically landed in.
I will come and mess up ourselves there.
And the question I would have asked was if Portugal had played Nigeria in that match, not with the
Jesus.
type of defense we have, and not with
Yes,
the type of goalkeeper we have. So practically, well, who knows? Nobody knows for sure. But
yeah,
but probably Portugal would have felt Nigeria and even giving us some goals for the road while we are coming back from Qatar to Nigeria.
absolutely. Well, also okay. I think in Group E we have Spain, New Zealand or Costa Rica. I think those ones have not played, finished playing their match. Am I right?
No, they are yes, they haven't. They are not done yet. They
Wow.
are not
Then
done
we
yet.
have Germany and Japan. That's another bad group.
Yes,
That
very
is
very very good
another
team.
tricky group there. Going to Group F. Wow. We have Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and
And
Croatia.
Croatia.
Oh, silly. Oh, my goodness. And okay, as I've said before, Group G is Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. That's another fantastic group. So far so good. We can't find Nigeria. There is only Davido that will be going to the World Cup representing Nigeria. What do you
Yeah.
what do you think?
Well, I think it's a big one for him. I think it's a big
Yeah.
one for Nigeria to have him as the first African artist to
Yes.
feature on a World Cup album is a big one for his career. Is a big one for Nigeria. It shows the recognition and
Yes.
the hard work that artists put in the Nigerian music industry. And I believe that this
Absolutely.
this would be a trailblazer for other artists from Nigeria who would also in the future be taking up such opportunities as they come. So it's a big one for him.
Yeah. Shout out to Davido anywhere you are representing Nigeria at the World Cup. Only one personality that we're going to from Nigeria. That's Davido. Shout out to him. You've done us proud. At least that one is a consolation for us. We can sit back and enjoy Davido at the World Cup. That was a huge one when I saw it this morning. I was so happy for him. Shout out to him. And also, Robbie, before we close, I mean, let me say, before we wrap up the show, do you, on your final note, I was trying to ask Kunle before we lost him there. I think the network there is so bad. I said, is there any way forward? Where do we go from here? I mean, in the next, another 4 years' time, we should be we should be at the World Cup again. Where do we
Uh,
go
let,
from here?
let me try as much as possible to keep this short. It is unfortunate that over the years we Nigeria as a country haven't really learned to make to pick up from his mistakes and chart a way forward or a course forward from it. And unfortunately, it is
Yeah.
sad to say that there will probably be no significant improvement in the
Mm,
next 4 years when Nigeria graces the World Cup again.
mm,
Um, Yesterday, I saw a statement that was attributed to Müller of Bayern Munich. And what did he say in that statement? He said that from from as uh, as little as they were going into the game of football, that they were taught as kids in Germany that the
yes.
most important factor of the game of football as far as that country is concerned is to play as a team. Now that is the reason why you don't find so much German players winning the Ballon d'Or and other individual prizes
Oh, that's
because
true. That's true.
because the
Absolutely.
philosophy, the football philosophy of that country is
Yeah.
to play as a team for as for as early as the game is introduced to them as kids.
Hmm.
That is the
Hmm.
country that has a founding philosophy. I
Hmm.
also saw that of England, where I think I heard it from a show, or yeah, I heard it from a Twitter speech that as as soon as you are invited into any of the eighth grade English teams or national team setup, you are given a handbook as a player where you study to understand the English footballing philosophy.
Yeah.
So it is not given to you for show. It is not given to you just to fill up your space. It is given to you to be read by the player to understand the philosophy of English football, the philosophy of the football association, the philosophy of each eighth grade group or national team at that point in time
Yes.
until the three lions. But I would say that unfortunately, I don't think Nigeria has such a philosophy. So these are the little things we can pick up from these successful nations, and we can re-edit them, we can readapt them for the Nigerian situation or for the Nigerian model in which our football practically makes a giant leap. Unfortunately, There are no small teams in African football again, as
Hmm.
back in the days where you say, Nigeria is going to play Sudan right now. Don't worry, Nigeria will spell Sudan and even
Yes.
give them goals for their president. But right now, it is not so again in African football. And my tweet 2 days ago was that the five teams going to represent Africa at this tournament will go a step higher than they are right now. Why? Because of the exposure they are going to get. Two, because of more or less like on the job training they will be exposed to. One, for the players. Two, for the administrators of each
Hmm.
of these African federations going to the World Cup. And it will change the dynamics of these teams going into the next AFCON games in Cote d'Ivoire. And I said it there that when these teams come back, they will be far from the rest of other African countries, and Nigeria will be
Absolutely.
left to play catch up again. So I think it is time for Nigeria to sit down and ask the salient question. How
Hmm.
do we want the national team to play? One, what kind of coaches do we want at the national team? Two, what that is two. Three, what level or what type of qualification must every Nigerian coach have to be able to handle the national team? How much exposure should these coaches have? As and so on and so forth. Because the job cannot just be given on the basis of Eguavon is my friend or Eguavon has
Yeah.
played for the national team or let him come and handle the national team. If there is no track record of any form of improvement, any form of how do I put it now? Any form of advancement in the career path of such a coach,
Yeah.
that coach does not have any business at the national team. So these are the questions Nigeria should ask. These are the questions Nigeria should ask, and then build on from now. But like I said, unfortunately, in the next 4 years, when when the chicken comes home to roost again, we will be here
Mhm.
at this same spot, morning and complaining about what would have been. Because if Phoenix truly wins the re-election, I am so sorry. Nigeria is in for a very long ride, a long, rough ride. As Kole have said, he might have the clout, but I don't think he has the personality. I don't think he has the know-how on how to take Nigeria from this bad patch to the promised land.
Yes.
I don't think he has it whatsoever. But like you will say, it is what it is. This is this is how Nigeria decided to lay their bed. Let us let us joyfully sleep on it that way.
All right, Robbie, thank you so much for coming up on this program. We so much appreciate you. Tomorrow, we'll be here for the Manchester United versus Leicester City. We'll be doing a watch along. Thanks for coming. And before I sign you out, okay, Conley is back. Let me hear, I'll hear from him. So, Robbie, once again, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Tomorrow we should be here, God's willing, to watch the match against Leicester City. Hopefully, I was telling you that is there anything to play for in this, but it is what it is. It's Manchester United,
Yeah,
nothing. We are not playing for anything. Top four, forget about it.
yeah.
So, all right, Robbie, let's see how it goes tomorrow. Thank you once again. I'm going to sign you out. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
All right, see
Welcome.
you
Thank
tomorrow,
you.
God's willing. All right, bye bye. Kunle, you still there?
Hey, boss. Yes,
Yeah.
boss. Sorry for the breaking transmission. Wait. Firstly, why did you say we don't have anything to play for? Again, I don't understand. How do you mean by United does not have
What, as in,
anything
it
to?
doesn't even,
I don't understand.
in my own opinion, it
They are
doesn't
still in the
even
race now. If they beat, I
race.
used to, they can beat us now. They can beat. It depends, boss. See, Ragnick has already said it. He said it that out of the remaining 9 games, Man United needs to win like 7 out of the 9, of
you
which
know,
one must be Arsenal. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds
yes,
almost
now.
impossible. But let's see. Let's just take it as it's going until it becomes mathematically impossible. Manchester United is still in the race, so let's not just put it
Okay.
like as if
Okay.
don't lose faith like that now.
On the final note on this topic for today,
Yeah,
I was asking Robbie what's
yeah,
the way forward.
yeah. You
So
said
I want to hear from you. What do you think we
Yeah.
should in the next 4 years? At least we should get it right. We should be always be in the World Cup. No, I don't know. So, what's your final take on
Where
this?
okay, I was hearing some of you see now. If Nigeria wants to be better at tournaments and all, they need to there needs to be a structure. There needs to be a system in place. You can see Robbie was saying something about the Germans,
Yeah,
the Germans and the system they have in place, even with England, as England have a system. Nigeria does not have a system.
heading
Look
system.
at look at it look at it now. You see that in places like England, Germany, players from the age grades, they graduate to the senior team. How many players how many players that are currently in, or players who succeeded or who did well during those age grade tournaments like the under 17 World
Yeah.
Cups that we've won in, how many of them made it to the Super Eagles? Very
Hmm.
few of them. Many of them, after that under 17 tournament, all of them, they disappear from the spotlight. So there is
Absolutely.
actually no structure, no system in place. So if Nigeria wants to be successful, there needs to be a structure of system. Those are the kind of
Yeah.
things the NFF needs to put in place. And this structure and system will also include coaching, because Nigeria does not have very good coaching system. Then our league's football too will also be very good. Must be good, must be more proactive. If our league football is
Yeah.
better, we would have people from our league that will be able to play in the Super Eagles. So there will probably not be this obsession of, oh, let us go and bring people like Ademola Lookman and all these players who were born and raised abroad and all. So because there is already a system, there is a structure in place. You
Structuring.
understand? So
Yeah.
yes, there is a structure in place. So that's what we need to do. Without it, this kind of a thing will still happen again. It's almost a certainty. It's not a
Omo,
cause.
Kole, I won't lie to you. It's very painful we couldn't make it to the World Cup.
Oh
So
no, it's painful. Yeah,
absolute,
but
absolutely
like I
sad.
said, but if this absence is what will make us realize, like make us reset things, then I think it's for the best. Because remember, this is just the second time ever that Nigeria will not go to the World Cup since it started going to the World Cup in 1994. This is only the second time. So this is just the second time in 20 in that's 20, how many years? Almost 28 years. Yes, 28 years that Nigeria will not go to the World Cup. So
Ah,
if this is what will make Nigeria wake up and sit up, then so be it. So
I hope so. Okay, Kunle, I'm going to
be
sign
on
it.
to something better for the future.
Okay. I'm going to sign you out today. Tomorrow we'll be here for a match between that's Manchester United versus Leicester City for the watch along. Thank you,
Mhm.
Kunle, for coming to the show. Um,
Thanks so much,
well,
boss. I appreciate it.
it's just unfortunate. As I said it's only Davido that is going to the World Cup from Nigeria. So it is what it is. All right, Kunle, thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm going to sign you out. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. And for our viewers, as I've said, I'm going to run the final draw for the Qatar 2022. The result is out. Hold on. We have in Group A. Yes, Group A, we have Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal. Thank you, everybody, for coming to this channel. On this program, where we have our Friday debate show on this platform, we call it the Friday debate show on Intercontinental Sport TV. This is where you can find it. No mess around. We talk about everything. Talk about everything in sport. But our focus today was the Nigeria deserve to miss the World Cup. You've heard from my guests, my co-hosts, Robbie and Kunle. They've said it all. No doubt about it. Nigeria needs restructuring. We have to have a structure. We miss it out on this one. Only Davido going to the World Cup from Nigeria. Big up, brother. Big up, big up, big up, Davido. One love, man. I'm so happy for you. Breaking all barriers, moving forward, moving ahead. We'll see Davido live in Qatar 2022, inshallah. But Super Eagles, we all be watching from home. Big up also all the African team representing Africa. Senegal, Tunisia, Ghana, Morocco. It is what it is. It is what it is. Cameroon is also there, my neighbor. They've been knocking my door, breaking my door, making jest of me from Nigeria. I couldn't make it. But it is what it is. I keep saying it. Only Davido going to the World Cup. All right, let's do this, guys. In Group B, we have England, Iran, USA. And also, we are waiting for the next playoff match before that group will be decided. Group C, Argentina, Messi, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. I see Argentina going through, but who knows? In Group D, we have Pogba, France, Denmark, Tunisia. I'm waiting for another playoff as well too. Also in Group E, Spain, Germany, Japan, and also another playoff to be taken, to be decided. Also Group F, we have Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. K. Jones of Canada, be careful. Also Group G, we have Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. That's my neighbor. Salary will come here and start bragging. They are in the World Cup. Group H, that's the last group. We have Portugal, Ghana. Ghana, my people. Get ready. Uruguay, Croatia Republic. It is what it is. Where is Nigeria? Nowhere to be found. On this note, I'll be signing out. Thanks to all our sponsors. Please, if you are watching this for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. And once again, smash the like button on the video. This is another way to help us, guys. Once again, thank God it's Friday. Don't drink when you want to drive, and don't drive when you're drunk. Be safe out there, guys. Your main man, the Dawn of Sport Entertainment, is signing out. Take it away. Bye for now.